What up, those sports fans? Welcome to another episode of AwwDacity Sports. Matter of fact, it's a special episode. It's a birthday episode, y'all.
Hey
We got a
now.
couple birthdays in the family, so let me start this show first by giving a shout out to my baby sister, Londa, for her
All
birthday.
right, sis.
Then
Happy
I got a
birthday.
cousin, her birthday coming.
Okay.
Shout out to my cousin Paulina.
All right, cuzzo.
Then I got an uncle whose birthday that just passed. Shout out to my Uncle Larry.
Yes, sir.
Then we got another uncle whose birthday is on the 10th. Shout out to my Uncle Big Tommy.
All right, Big Tommy.
Then I got two other people that's in the family. Damn, I almost forgot them too.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't forget y'all. I'm playing. Shout out to my cousin Janie because her birthday coming.
All right.
And shout out to my little cousin, little BJ,
All
for
right.
having his birthday. Oh, somebody else's birthday. It's your boy's birthday, J
All
to
right,
the R.
J to the
So
R.
your boy J to the R turned the big 05. So again, you know how you guys can help me celebrate my birthday? Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Appreciate it. Let's get this channel popping, y'all. So let's get this birthday show going. Miss Nikki, what's first?
All right, so your Detroit Pistons have locked up the number 1 seed in the East. But before I get to the question, go ahead and play that song.
Oh, you know it was coming. You know it was coming.
G-Mac Cash.
Shout out to my man G Mac Cash, man, for getting it right, giving us a song that we can play. Because you know what happened when we win? We got this. You know the Pistons won again. You know the Pistons won again. You know the Pistons won again. Guess what? Because all we do is fucking win. Let's go. So guess what? Hold on, y'all. I knew something was weird. Let me fix something real quick. Had to slide off camera. Oh, there we go. I was wondering why it was a little bit dark in here.
Oh, you
I'm
didn't
feeling a little bit better. All
turn
right.
the lights on.
So, the Pistons won again. I'm extremely happy about that, but I feel like there's a question coming behind that. So, Miss Nikki, what's that?
You already know. So now that the Pistons have home court advantage throughout the playoffs, how far do you see them going? And does K come back in the time for the first round? I said we going all the way.
You said we're going all the way to the ship?
Yes.
Ooh.
I know them tickets gonna be high as hell because I'm already looking for them and a flight. Because if we can make one, we sure going.
Realistically, okay, you say we going to the championship. Okay, all right. With so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 games left in the regular schedule. Orlando. Then we got our last home game in Milwaukee, and then we play in Charlotte, and then we play in Indiana. I had us at least going to the Eastern Conference Finals, and here's why. It's a matchup, right? And depending on how healthy we can be, at minimum, the Eastern Conference Finals. We see what we can do when our team, where all of our stars are hurt. Hell, we had a game where all of our starters were hurt, and it was just majority of our backups. And we still won that game. So I like the idea of going all the way. But realistically, I'm going to say Eastern Conference Finals for a fact. The floor, the ceiling is the championship, and somehow we lose in 6 games.
I don't
That's
feel
it. That's an if.
I don't feel that way.
But since this is my show and I get to be biased as heck, I'm saying we go to the championship and we win it this year, and here's why. OKC has broke the mold of you have to have been here before. Everybody who say you have to have been here before in order to win it, those days are
gone.
Long gone. Thank you, OKC, for fixing that for us, right? And it wasn't like Golden State was really there before anyways. Before, again, they won 3 back-to-back when they had Clay, Dre, and Steph in their prime. So to say they can't make it, I ain't going to say that. I mean, again, my prediction has been right so far. I said in the book of Eli, and we put it in the book of Eli.
I was going to say, you can break out the book of Eli now.
Oh, okay. Book of Eli coming out. Get the book of Eli. Book of Eli. Book of Eli say the Pistons. Oh, where's my pen? did win the East. We did say that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put this in here. Did win the East. I did say at the first show that the Pistons will finish number 1, 2, top 3 seed. That did happen. So make sure that's in there. And now Miss Nikki is saying they go all the way and win.
Hey, we look. Are we 5 minutes in?
5:43.
We going all the way to the ship. We busting. Look, it depends on how they come out. I know we going to the chip because they want it too bad. They want it real bad.
They got the players for it, right?
And they had the players and the bench for it.
Definitely got the bench.
Now you know I've been looking at these teams for the last couple of weeks. You know when we up late at night doing research.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely when certain team starters are out, they flounder and fall. Versus when our starters are out, it's just business as usual. It's just
next man up.
It's just the next man up, and I love that in this team. Now the thing of it is that when we go up against the Bostons,
that's the only team I'm worried about.
Yeah, that's really
maybe Cleveland if they make it to the final, if they make it to East Conference.
Yeah, I'm a Jaylen Brown fan.
Boo.
I'm not a Boston fan, but I mean, that's the series that's gonna make the tail of the tape. And
so you saying if the Eastern Conference Final is Boston and Detroit, you saying you're going to go either way?
No, I actually gonna go with Detroit.
Oh,
I'm riding with them boys.
Oh wow.
I mean,
we put this in the book.
You can put it in there.
Y'all getting this? Make sure y'all hold Miss Nikki to this when y'all run down on her in the street, not me.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my boys. I've been riding with them all year, and plus they beat Boston twice.
That was without Jason Tatum,
and that was still. I mean, they got Jason Tatum. Look, we get Cade back.
You're right, but again, we are hoping we get Cade back.
Yeah,
it is. Hopefully, he can come back within this week. If you ask me, I wouldn't pay Cade none of these last 4 games.
Yeah, these last 4 games, I would have Cade chilling because I need you for you can come to practice, do that. But as far as being in a game, these last 4 games, Cade, you need to sit out till we bring you back and play for playoffs.
Yeah, I mean that's how I see it. And when I'm looking at this bracket here, we have the potential to see Cleveland in the second round. But if we see Cleveland in the second round, that just means we don't see Atlanta because they're playing each other. Either one of those teams can give us a problem.
Yeah, I was going to say either one of those because Kuminga is doing
7, 8,
great work in
7,
Atlanta.
8, 9, or 10. There's only one issue at 8, and that only person that could possibly give us a run at 8, I would say at 8 would be the Hornets.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a sleeper team.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a sleeper
because
team.
They balling out.
That ball boy is doing his thing.
Yeah, and so is the potential rookie of the year, Kankano.
Mm-hmm.
If we see Boston, it won't be until the Eastern Conference Finals anyway.
Yeah.
So we will have to go through again one of these play-in teams, and then either get through Cleveland or Atlanta.
Well, I think you missed it the other night when we played the Sixers. And, Philly was talking shit to Tobias. And when he told their ass,
you got to come through me.
He said, that's why you got to go in the play-ins and not the play-offs.
No, they the play-in, they the 6. They have to. They got to. Philly will have to potentially play the Knicks if there's no change at the 4 to 5.
Yeah, that's why he said. That's why y'all in the play in and not the playoffs. That's why he walked down the baseline. I don't know who he
You
was.
want to play in? You want to play in? You want to play in?
He walked down the baseline and he was popping his shit. He said, "That's why y'all not in the playoffs, and you gotta play in the play in."
I hope he said it to Paul George too.
I don't know who he said it to, but I sure seen it when he said it on the court because
definitely
shout out to Brooklyn Rube because he was running it back and forth.
I'm gonna have to go catch that.
And you definitely could see what he was saying. So
anyway,
he did that.
I think a lot of our stuff, again, I'm not going to be like everybody else because I have true faith in my team. I'm not going to put all this on K, but it will be nice to have him back for the playoffs.
I think he's coming back for the playoffs.
I think he is too, again, especially if we let him rest this last week. And then we don't have a game until they figure out who's going to be the winner from the play-in. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like another week in there.
Yeah, you get rested.
So there's almost about 3 weeks of rest. So hopefully by that time, I agree with you. He should be back by that time. So we'll see. Miss Nikki, what's next?
All right. So from there, we're still speaking about NBA basketball, and the Chicago Bulls have fired VP of operations and the GM.
Damn.
And this was all over the Jaden Ivey situation. We didn't get it, because everything was popping off last week with the Jaden Ivey situation. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna let you say what you got to say first.
I think 2 things happened here. One, the VP of operations, basketball operations, and the GM were the scapegoats here.
Oh, yeah.
Because of what they did to Jaden Ivey. That's just my opinion, right? And I say that because of this. There's only 2 people who can make this, that can make this happen. That is the VP of operations and the GM. And we already know how they feel about people, forcing certain views.
Yes.
Right? Especially if it's anything about, spiritual or anything like that. Religious. Mm-hmm. They did it to Mark Jackson in Golden State, right? Because they said, the players ain't want to hear all that praying before games and everything else. So what Jaden Ivey was saying was something to his belief, and he has his rights to his own belief.
Exactly.
Just like the NHL allows players to opt out of their LGBTQ night if they choose to, because they have a pink and black jersey. Mm-hmm. That's the whole jersey. That's it, and then the logo for the team. But they're allowed to opt out. So if he felt this way, then again, allow this man to say his piece. And then again, if it's during that month, then allow him to opt out. That's not bashing anybody. That's just somebody allowed to feel how he's entitled to feel. Now, let me make some corrections because I keep hearing it. People keep saying Jaden Ivey was fired. He wasn't fired.
He was waived.
That means he still has a job. That means another NBA team can pick him up if they choose to.
And he doesn't lose that money because he gets his $10 million.
So people stop saying he was fired. He was waived. There's a big difference. There's a bunch of team players who get waived and picked up by other teams immediately. The question is another team going to pick him up? Because, again, this is so hot, and they're thinking, well, can we deal with this in our locker room? Well, he's already been in the Pistons locker room, and we ain't have a problem with it. His views is his views, and that's how we looked at it. Mm-hmm. J.B. Bickerstaff said that.
Yep.
So I think this was, you know what? I'm going to take this back. I'm not going to say scapegoat. This was a firing that should have happened because, again, you shouldn't fire people because of their own views. That's just like firing somebody for their own political views.
He wasn't
fired, but waived.
But waived. I don't think. Because I'm thinking about from the point of view in the locker room.
Okay.
All right. Now, allegedly,
Allegedly.
we
Can't sue
have
us. Allegedly.
allegedly. That's why I keep saying allegedly. In this very locker room in Chicago, you have a. I can't say that because that's too graphic. What's the word for it?
I'm curious where you're going with this.
A lover of children. Let's put it that way.
Okay. A PDF file.
Yeah, a PDF file. Okay. And what's his name? Giddy.
Josh Giddey. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. How that got swept under the rug.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That
woo, if you just bought that shit full circle.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Think about it. Giddy was out there on the young girls and allegedly out there OKC. If you don't know, but if you do know,
now you know.
Now you know, and you know he did what 2 years out there at OKC and then got I think it was 2 years. Because the first year, his rookie year, that's when we found out he was messing with them young girls. And see, the thing of it is, again, they was trying to make Josh Giddey at the time the face of the NBA.
They were trying to make Josh Giddey the face
but when
of the
that
NBA.
Young girl came down there to Instagram to talk about how he was, you know, doing his thing with her and she was underage, but her parents knew about it and they didn't say anything about it because of who he was. OKC, which is you know, not to be political, they're a Republican red state and they claim they don't play that shit. OKC as an organization hurried up and got his ass the hell up out of there. They paid that girl off. They paid her parents off. And you ain't hear nothing about this shit. Wow. So we fast forward. We want to say 3 years later.
Wow.
To where, you know,
hitting it hard, ain't you?
Jaden ends up in Chicago. And that's his religious right. Again, we have freedom of speech here. And we trying to keep freedom of speech. Let's put it that way. With with this administration here. But Giddey had a problem with his religious views.
So let's look at this here. So I went and put my man Giddey in here. So it was the investigation was closed. So the Newport Beach Police actively closed the
Of course, because the NBA paid them to do it.
Closed the investigation and it's cleared of any wrongdoing. The NBA has opened its own investigation into the allegation. We know how the NBA, when they do their investigations,
child,
it be what it be. Allegedly, NBA don't sue me. This is my views, right?
Exactly.
And then, you know, Giddey kept out of social media. Now, 6 days ago, Josh Giddey said something about Jaden Ivey's widely Chicago exit. And this was posted on Yahoo Sports by Felipe, I can't pronounce your last name, brother. But what it says is the NBA often navigates over complex off-court issues as conduct increasingly comes under scrutiny. The recent events involving the Chicago Bulls have brought the challenges back into focus. See, Josh Giddey reacts to Jaden Ivey's situation after the Bulls lost to the Spurs. It says the Bulls' decision to waive Ivey for widespread criticism. Comments made his own social media when he directed certain marks blasted towards, you know, community. And NBA figures include Steph Curry. Let's get to what Josh Giddey said. Where is it? Oh, so what did Giddey say?
What you said at the top.
I do really hope he gets help. It's not going to be with the Bulls anymore. But whatever happens, whatever it is, I hope he gets it. The 23-year-old. Oh, okay. So this is what he said. He's a very talented player. Obviously, the whole thing is kind of unfortunate in a way. I hope he gets the help he needs. Whatever he's going through or not, whatever he's going through or not going through. I really do hope he gets help. What help does he need?
They trying to paint the picture that this boy is crazy. He is not crazy.
I mean,
He
think
is
you're
a Christian
PDF
man. Yeah, he's a Christian man. I mean, he may be a little extreme, but when you are, I guess when you're excited about Christ and you want to bring people over to Christ, they should be mature enough to say, hey man, I'm down with God, but not like how you down with God.
No, they'd rather run to the principal's office and go tell.
Yes, but somebody was going up there telling to the front office about how he felt about it. That's that man's opinion.
Well, he also, posted it viral too.
Yeah.
He went viral, but
yeah, he went viral with it. But I mean, again, that is his freedom of speech and that's his religious stance. And quite frankly, it was a lot of players that players that came out to his defense as far as not current players that are playing, but retired NBA that happened to agree with what he said.
Lamar Jackson he showed up to mini training camp today, I think. And he had on a sweatshirt that said, I love God.
Mm-hmm.
If you read between the lines, we can understand probably what he was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably talking about Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
And that was his probable way of showing support.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of people that support his stance.
People are entitled to have their views now.
Yeah, and people are entitled to have their views
without it being caused as cold as bashing an entire community. People are entitled to feel how they feel.
Mm-hmm. And I have no doubt that Jaden will be back in the league. This is just as they say, quote unquote, a kerfuffle. Okay. And somebody will pick him up. I don't feel that he would be not just out the league completely. So I stand with Jaden on as far as how his views in regards to that, and his views that a lot of people feel that way, that is being pushed on them and to be accepted. And that's how he feel about it. That's how he feels about it. But he shouldn't have been away from Chicago because y'all need all that damn help y'all can get.
I mean, the whole team is full of 9 point guards, but oh well.
Right. So I mean, you gonna waive one of the best players on your team because behind that, the GM and the VP should have been fired. You sat up here, and me as the owner, you made me spend my damn money to get this man. And all we had to do, was have a decent conversation, in regards to, his feelings and how he feel about things. You know what I'm saying? Not saying or try to stop this man from talking the way how he want to talk.
Now I got to play devil's advocate. Do you think they actually had the conversation with him at all?
I don't think they had a conversation with him. I don't think they may have had a conversation, but they didn't go in depth into that conversation because, number one, they didn't know how Jaden was going to react to that conversation if you went ahead and stepped into that particular conversation. But I'm pretty sure whatever the team that's going to be looking at him is going to have that particular conversation with him before they hire him. So I wish Jaden the best of luck, though.
It isn't like we see in the NFL when games are over, the teams from both the players from both teams, they get together in a circle and they share a little prayer.
They pray. Yeah.
So
it kind of contradicts itself, but again,
sticky situation.
Yeah, it's a man standing on his principles, and I can respect that. I give him the ultimate respect beyond that.
Miss Nikki, what's next?
All right, so speaking of the playoffs,
okay,
There's 6 spots still left to be determined. 7 through 9 on the West, and the same for the East. How do you feel this is shaking out?
Oh my goodness, this could shake out either way. So for the East, you can potentially, the Knicks can move all the way up to as far as number 2. The Celtics can drop as far back as number 3. The Cavs can go anywhere between 3 and 5. The Hawks can land anywhere between 4 and 8. The Celtics the Sixers between 5 and 8. Toronto, the Hornets, Orlando, and Miami are all in the same situation, 5 through 8. This is clearly showing to me one thing about the East, because this used to be a problem in the West.
Yeah.
It was just saturated with so many teams over 500, and they needed to get in the playoffs and they couldn't because they were winning enough spots. Now, this is shaking out in the East, and the East is looking like the dominant conference again. The West is kind of leery still a little bit, and here's why. And I like the race at the top between the number 1 and number 2 because it's a 2-team race. It's between OKC and the Spurs.
Yeah.
Both of those teams can give us a problem winning this whole thing. That's why I said,
yeah, both of them. Yeah,
we're talking about the championship. We got to be honest, right? Anybody else outside of them 2 teams out on the West, I truly don't see. That includes the Lakers, Denver, Houston, Minnesota, Phoenix, the Clippers, or Portland.
Can we go back to the Lakers and talk about how the Beach Boys didn't quit on LeBron?
Hey, they went surfing in the USA. Hey, my boy
they quit on old boy.
I ain't even mad at it. I quit on that bum too. So I think the East may play out within this next 2 games or the next 3 games. We should get a clear picture of who's going to land where. When it comes to the West, this should be shaken up within the next game for the West Coast. So we should have a more clear picture. What's interesting is on the West, they got for this 5 seed, there's 4 teams that can potentially be the 5 seed. That is the Lakers, that's Denver, and that's the Rockets and Minnesota. Now, after I told you who can be at the 5, it's a 3-team race for 3 and 4. The Lakers, Denver, and Houston. That's why I said the West can easily be done in the next game or 2. The East is definitely going to be figured out for a fact in 2 games. Because any one of these teams lose, it's going to be a done deal.
Anything else on your predictions?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right. So moving on to what the fuck news.
Oh, my favorite topic.
The 305 Barbie, Angel Reese, has been traded from the Chicago Sky to the Atlanta Dream for 3 first-round picks. Do you think this is a good move? Yes. Yes. Come on, Angel. Come on to Atlanta.
Come on home, boo.
They didn't appreciate you in Chicago. I think you're gonna do.
They didn't appreciate her in Chicago, and I think it was because the GM just came out and made a statement, said they were trying to free up space on the court. What space? Because I don't know if old girl that came from South Carolina, the center. I don't know if she's
the Spanish girl.
Yeah, Cordova.
Cordova. Yeah,
I'm not sure if she's really playing like that. And I knew she was injured last year, so I guess we're gonna see. But this to me feels right.
Yeah, this is a great move for Angel.
Championship easily, and I can't wait to see who they draft in this upcoming draft. Because when I seen the expansion draft,
well, Atlanta gave up 3 first round picks for Angel.
Hold on, I got it right here. So details of the trade comes in like this: Atlanta receives right to swap second round pick with the Chicago Sky in 2028. So if they want to pick swap second round in 2028, Chicago receives the Dream 27 first round pick and the 28 first round pick. Not this year. So
okay. So that's in a future
27 and 28.
Okay,
right.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I think this is going to be good for them. I now want to see. I want to see this roster. Hold on.
Yeah, because Angel Reese is definitely her attitude and everything about her says not Atlanta but Atlanta. Yeah, she'll fit right in. So they'll welcome her in with open arms. We love Angel Reese. So
let's look at
I'm rolling with Angel.
Quick. Hold on, wait. So their first preseason game, but don't you see that? Is the 29th of April? Oh, guess who their first preseason game is against? I know I'm gonna be watching.
Who? The Aces?
The Sky.
Oh, her old team. Let's go, Angel.
This is going to be lit. So first of all, the Atlanta Dream finished first in the Eastern Conference last year.
Oh yeah, so she definitely gonna fit in. Let's go.
So she gonna be running with Jordan Canada. Ooh. Alyssa Gray. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. My nigga Brett. Oh, she finna get that dog.
Oh, I love me some
She
Brett.
finna get that dog. Oh, guess who else is over there? My girl Ryan Howard.
Okay.
My girl Naz Hammond. Brianna Jones. Ooh. They finna
ball. All right, AJ. They may give the Aces a run for their money. So
they finna give the whole WNBA a run for their money. But you're right, since the Aces did win it, let's see how this shake out. And my girl Ryan Howard is just coming off hot, especially from that FIBA basketball. Brittany Griner is going to give her some much needed tools she needs. That's going to show her how to flourish in this WNBA. And Jordan Canada, man, is one of the most underrated point guards in the WNBA.
Okay, so I'll wait to get my Angel Reese jersey.
So I'm looking at the starting five looking like this. It will be Brittany Griner at the 5, Angel Reese at the forward.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Taylor Terry at the other forward. No, take that back. I'm gonna go with Naz Hillman for at the other forward, and then Jordan Canada and Jordan Canada or Alyssa Gray and Ryan Howard starting at guard. That team is gonna be lit. Wow. Again, nothing but pedigree teams where they come from. So Chicago might have messed up on this one. Because Chicago might have messed up on this one. Because now I'm wondering who's
left over there.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let's go to the roster here. Rebecca Allen, Ariel Atkins, Camila Cardoza, and Courtney Vandershoot. None of them, they don't even play the same position. So y'all just messed up the Twin Towers of basketball. They'll only give the Twin Towers of basketball to Atlanta.
Yes, the Twin Towers will be in Atlanta. Britt and that's why I said I'm waiting on my Atlanta jersey for Angel Reese.
I hope they dunk on both of them. I hope both Britt and the 305 Barbie dunk on the Chicago Sky. Give me one apiece. As a matter of fact, Angel Reese, when you do it, I want you to dunk on Cardoza. Just make it happen. I don't even care. That's just how I'm feeling, man. They did my girl so dirty. Look, before we get to this next topic, man, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that way we can keep this show inside the algorithm and build the show. Appreciate everybody's help so much for that. Miss Nikki, what's next?
All right, so we're staying in what the fuck news.
The
University of North Carolina has hired the former NBA coach Mike Malone as their new men's basketball coach. Is this a good hire?
Wow.
I say yeah, because I think Mike Malone got routed.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So
didn't he used to coach Memphis?
Denver.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. He got routed out. This is a good look for him.
So he won the championship in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
The only one they won.
Only one they won.
Right? Yeah. And he's won over 510 games. Now, we seen what happened the last time the University of North Carolina then hired a former coach. We had Bill Belichick. How'd that turn out?
Boo-boo.
I'm not saying Mike Malone is on this Billy Boy move, but for some strange reason,
I'm fucking with it.
I kind of like this.
Mm-hmm. I'm fucking with it.
I kind of like this, and Mike Malone is a hard-nosed coach. He would definitely put the intensity back. He would definitely make the recruiting process like crazy. Like, who doesn't want to play for a former NBA head coach? And what's crazy to me is that when this was announced, I think Coach K was on the Pat McAfee show when this was announced, and he was just as shocked when this was announced. So if Coach K think this is going to be an interesting move, I think I'm going to side with Coach K. I think the ultimate question is, let's see something. So Mike Malone spent 12 seasons in the NBA as a head coach. He had spent 2 seasons with the Sacramento Kings and 10 with the Nuggets. He went 471 and 327. That's what his win-loss record. You can't beat that. You can't beat that at all. So, I know they was talking about Billy Donovan being linked back to
I'll take Mike.
North Carolina. Again, Billy Donovan did some phenomenal things over there with when he was with the Gators, but I will also side with my boy Mike Malone.
Yeah, I fucks with it. I think Mike Malone got done wrong all because of the Joker, because he didn't like his coaching style, because Mike wanted your ass to play defense. Sorry ass, but anywho, shout out to Mike Malone.
Shout out to the coach. Shout out to the coach. Miss Nikki, what's next?
All right, so let's turn over to March Madness and how that's turning out, and let's start with the most obvious.
Okay.
Head coach of UConn women's team, Gino Iriami, thank you. Got into a heated conversation with South Carolina's head coach Don Staley. Do you think Gino was being a bad sport? Abso-fucking-lutely. He was. He was. He was. Now, although them girls got dusted last night by UCLA.
Shout out to UCLA.
Hey, West Coast came through that thing and buzzsawed the shit out of South Carolina. But it doesn't negate the fact that Gino, you disrespected the fuck out of Don ass, and you lied on top of it when you was doing the on-court interview, saying that they missed 6 fouls.
You did the research. What did you see?
All the fouls was given to your ass, Gino. all the damn fouls, the fouls that you said that they missed, all the fouls was given to your ass, Gino. You know what your team did? You had shooters and they wasn't shooting. Them last 7 to 8 minutes of that game, your girls went totally cold. And shout out to that point guard for South Carolina, the little light skinned girl with the afro. Let me tell you something. She destined for great things. She keep it up.
Mm-hmm.
She is very good. I do apologize, baby. I don't know your name, but let me tell you something.
Johnson.
What's her name?
Rave Johnson.
Rave, let me tell you something. Keep doing what you're doing.
Johnson.
I don't know Raven Johnson. Raven, I don't know what year of college you in, but you are destined. She seen, oh well, then you destined for the NBA because you did your thing. Shout out to UCLA for winning, but Gino, you disrespected a black woman, and you didn't think she was gonna get in your ass. You knew better. You knew better. And you coach black women. You know what I'm saying? So that make me look at your ass kind of funny too.
There was another coach, college coach, that said something weird, and the players left. Said they didn't want to play for a racist coach.
Yeah. So that making me look at your ass funny too. So you know what, ladies? You see how he disrespected this queen on that platform because she beat him at his own damn game. And y'all looking for schools to go to? I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna sit up there and tell you not to go
to UConn though.
I ain't gonna tell you not to go to UConn.
I am.
But you see how you being respected over there. Go ahead.
So origami has this. Yes, I said origami. If you ever read Michael Rappaport's book Cold as Balls, you'll understand what I'm talking about. There was this incident in this book, right? They set up this scene where Gino was in his room and it was nothing but legendary head coaches. It was like Pat Summitt, Bill Belichick,
right?
Lombardi, some great name coaches, right? Gino was supposed to have just like walked in the room, right? And he was like, yeah, I'm the, greatest women head coach of all time. And apparently everybody that sit at the table was like, no, you got to go sit at the cube table. You don't get to be here, right? Because basically they were trying to say, it was like, you can't have any claim to fame because, again, your women and your wins came in women's basketball. But again, Pat Summitt used to dust you off all the time. So stop it, right? But I say that to say this. Yes, it was poor taste. And his excuse was because he had to wait 3 minutes for a pregame handshake. Pregame? And you held that energy all the way to the end, Gino?
Nah, that was the excuse he chose, but go ahead.
That's not what happened. I understand if you were upset about, you thought there were some calls missing, that's fine. But you take that up with the people you need to take that up with.
The refs.
You don't bring that to Dawn's front door because he didn't ref none of this game. The refs did. And again, I see he apologized and he claimed he apologized to the South Carolina staff, but I don't know if he actually apologized to Dawn and said that whatever he said, he was still going to stand on it. So what was the apology for?
Just to save face, you know what?
And then say that she ransom raves. Don't all
coaches rant and rave
on the side of the sideline when they feel like the refs missed the call. So Gino, you're no different. You curse at coaches. You curse out coaches too on the sideline. I mean, refs on the sideline. So this is, if you ask me,
Gino ain't getting no pass with me.
This should be the downfall of Gino in the UConn run.
Yeah, this is it. because you disrespected that black woman on a national platform, and the stature that black woman is.
See, because coaches are supposed to hold this higher standard and lead by example.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that goes against the principle of the, show sportsmanship first over anything. And you just completely violated that. Not only once, but twice, and then coming up with a false apology. So over here at AwwDacity Sports, and since we way more than 5 minutes in, this is where I say,
you, Gino.
Man, fuck you, Gino.
Fuck you, Gino.
What's next?
We have the men's team that plays on Monday night or tonight. Michigan versus UConn. Even though I know the answer, but tell people who you got. You already repping it.
I'm already repping it. Y'all know what it do. This wasn't intentional. This happened on purpose. Win or lose, I'm riding with my dogs. And yes, my dog Yaxel said he's playing even though he got a knee and or a ankle injury. The funny thing is, you know what? Again, here they go trying to put UConn in on both sides. Boo, right? I don't like being the favorite here. I like being the underdog.
Underdog, yeah.
Because we've been the underdog our whole time, except for when they just put us at number one. Nobody thought of Michigan as this super team. Nobody expecting this. These boys have worked so hard.
They sure have.
To the point where in game, at the last game when they played Arizona, at halftime, the Michigan Wolverines got a commitment from a top 5, top 10 recruit. And he's a 5-star recruit. And he announced it at halftime and said he's coming to play for us. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Coach May is balling out. Shout out to my boys. We play tonight. I can't. April 6th. I'm going to say April 6th because I got to figure out when this show is going live, which probably will be tomorrow. Tomorrow, which is today. I got Michigan winning it all. Who you got?
Oh, you know I'm rolling with Michigan.
I'm looking at when UConn played Illinois. They won that game 71-62. I'm also looking at Michigan's last game, and we won that joker 91-73. And so I'm going to predict UConn.
It ain't finna be no runaway game. It's gonna be a game, but
none of the teams that ran up against us put up more than 80 points outside of Howard. And that was in the first round. And they were the 16th seed. The second number one seed only put up 73. UConn, 71-57. 63 close game by Michigan State. And then they had a close game with Duke where they won 73-72. I'm going with the big blue all day, man. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see it. That size is too miraculous. I envision our boy Yaxel and our center May. Them boys is gonna pose a problem for anybody. So can't wait. Let's go 850. Miss Nikki, what's next?
All right. So in boxing news, we have Keith One-Time Thurman lost his match to Sebastian Fundra in epic fashion. Is it time for Keith to hang them gloves up? Or was that just a bad matchup? Man, let me tell you something.
I'm going to let you go first. Go ahead.
Let me tell you something.
I need to settle with this one first.
When a nigga beat both of your eyes closed. When a nigga beat both of your eyes closed, it's time.
You think it's time to let him up?
It's time to let it go, my boy. It's time to let it go. You just need to train these boys up in St. Pete Boxing Club. Because Keith Thurman, that's showing that you had a
Keith. What Timothy Bradley said he need to go put on his eyes some preparation.
He said he needed Timothy Bradley. Shout out to Timothy Bradley. I love Timothy Bradley as a commentator and as a boxing content creator. when Timothy told him he needed to put some preparation H on the mind so it could
the swelling can
take that swelling down and stop all them colors going from up. Look, I just watched another update from Keith Thurman. He still got cuts under his eyes from where that man then
got stitches.
Yeah, the stitches from where he done beat both of your eyes closed. So, for me, I do applaud his willingness to go in the ring with Fedor. Yeah, but Keith, you got your ass beat.
Well, so the way this got called, it looked like it was. It doesn't look like it was a split. Oh no, it went all rounds went to. It stopped in the 6.
That's say that nigga couldn't see.
It stopped in the 6, and for some strange reason, see, this is why I like Boxing Rec. Boxing Rec be giving it to me real. Shout out to Boxing Rec. Boxing Rec also puts in here the judges' scorecards and who did it. Right? Tim Cheatham had the score in the 6th round, 46-49. What round did Keith Thurman win? Because Max DeLuca had it 45-50. Steve Weisfeld had it 45-50. What round did Thurman win?
Now I'm going through my mental Rolodex because we was on one.
He ain't win nothing.
He didn't win nothing. Look, I'm going
over here and replay that fight. And if you replay and watch that fight, you would think.
Look, they have the replays on YouTube, so you can go down there and watch.
This fight to me looked like Mike Tyson's Punch Out. When you're the little character,
yeah, that's
what it looked like. Because he was literally fighting a dude that was damn near 7 foot.
Ooh.
And Sebastian beat the brakes off of Keith. Now, I think it might have been a bad matchup. I'm not going to say I want him to hang him up, and here's why. I think it was a bad matchup because, again,
he did good in the fight before when he went over. I think he went to Germany,
UK.
UK.
He was UK. Sebastian is listed at 6'5". 6'5", which is crazy. And Keith Thurman is listed at 5'8".
That's just redonkulous.
And the reach is even sicker.
Yeah.
This young man beat the brakes off Keith. I'm just going to say it was a mix-up. But here's the interesting thing. If you go on Boxing Rec and you click on Keith's name, this is Boxing Rec. Boxing Rec has suspended by Nevada Athletic Commission until 5/13/2026. That's for Keith Thurman.
Why was he suspended?
It doesn't say. But if I go click on to Sebastian's name, it says suspended by the Nevada Athletic Commission until 4/28/2026. What the heck happened?
So are they testing for PEDs or
could be?
Yeah, could they be
the after test?
Yeah, the after test that they're waiting on. So it won't be no okie doke shit when they do this exchange of money.
You know what Sebastian's alias name is on Boxing Rec?
What is it?
The Towering Inferno. That sounds about right.
That's about right, because he was punching down.
He blazed the shit out of Keith Thurman real quick. Look, this man's reach is 80 inches. Keith Thurman's was like 50.
Oh yeah, he was beating that man in his chest.
Hey,
it was just a lopsided fight, and I just hated to see Keith get beat up like that. But Keith, yeah, that was We do things for money, but I wouldn't have took no ass whooping like that.
So I see it says he has 26 bouts. Okay, here they go. Here we go. He has 26 bouts, and out of 26 bouts, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 fights have went the distance, and that's Sebastian. Everything else has been short order work.
Yeah, cause he's sitting up there. You got a 7-foot alien pounding on your ass. Shit, you ain't finna go the distance neither.
Right? And I think does he have a loss? Yeah, and he got 1 loss.
Well, who beat him?
His 1 loss came to Brian Mendoza. He was knocked out in the 7th round.
Brian Mendoza is that boy now. They may need to look. Keith may have needed to go holler at Brian before he jumped in the ring with his ass to find out what was the trick.
You ready for the funny thing? Brian Mendoza got cauliflower ear. What did they tell you about people with cauliflower ear? Don't mess with them. Don't mess with people with cauliflower ear.
Yeah, they crazy.
They crazy shit. All right, Miss Nikki, what's next?
All right, so lastly we're still in boxing, and we're talking about the fight between Deontay Wilder. He won his match over Derek Chisora over in the UK. How do you see the match, and did the right person win? I'm gonna let you take that.
Yes, but the fights card should have been more than what they show. Because for some strange reason, they took a point for a push, but nobody did nothing about saying anything about Derek having all that damn Vaseline on and making the floor slippery. That seemed to be okay. But again, since we were in the UK, I guess that was okay. Do I think the right person won? Yeah. Dante earned that fight. Well deserved fight. I want him to hang it up now, and here's why. I am tired of Deontay Wilder skipping fucking leg day.
I knew he was gonna go.
This man's legs looks like this ink pen. There's nothing to this pen. There's nothing to it. It sticks.
You see what he came out there to. He came out there, Hezekiah Walker.
That wasn't Hezekiah Walker. That was my man
Fred Hampton. He came out to Fred Hampton singing "No Weapon Formed Against Me Shall Prosper," even on these stick ass legs I got.
Matter of fact, let me see that right there. That thing right there behind. Let me see that thing right there. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all what Deontay Wilder's legs really look like. This is what my man legs look like.
Hey, with them damn stockings on with the crosses on, and I was like, he had to be covered in the blood of Jesus to win this damn fight.
There is no way this happened. And when you see the dude that he fought, the dude was thick neck, thick dude was just huge. But I guess the reason why dude lost is because he didn't have enough punching power.
Yeah, he did not. And then he was so greased up. That shit was ridiculous. When you so greased up the way you could see the Vaseline, the white Vaseline on your face and in your hair. So because you want them punches to slip off. So
Dante was 40 when this fight happened. And Derek was 42.
Yeah.
But for some strange reason, Boxing Rant says 42. But it could be wrong.
I thought he was 50.
But they said both of them said, they said last night both of them were 50. Unless they were saying they both had 50 professional fights,
yeah.
Which could be the case. And I think Boxing Rec is very accurate because, again, it posted their fights already. And, again, that's why I also looked at the Keith Thurman thing. So I think it was a good fight. It was mediocre-ish. And this dude never fights outside of the UK. Outside of the one time he fought in 2 times he fought in Germany.
I'm trying to understand because the fight to me. Now I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Deontay Wilder's legs.
The undercard fights.
You want Deontay Wilder's legs back?
Yeah, I take him and put him over here in the corner. The undercard fights was better to me than the top of the card fight. My thing is for the Wilder fight, Dante, you know, you went over there, you grabbed a win over there in the UK. You know, and I appreciated that you're trying to change your life. I understand all of that. You know, new lady. You know, right before the fight, you had allegations from the ex-girlfriend and
bullshit.
Of assault on her son and all of that. You know, and that was trying to throw you off your square. And I'm glad you fought through that particular adversity because she could have did this at any time. She didn't. She strategically did that shit to you. So I'm a shout out to you in regards to winning this fight over in the UK. But
and it went on 12 rounds.
Yeah, and it went on 12 rounds. It did. It was a lot of slipping and falling because it was a lot of Vaseline on the floor. You know, and then I didn't like that they did call one of them slips and falling that damn Vaseline when Wilder fell.
A knockdown.
Yeah, they called it a knockdown, which was some bullshit. But hey, you know, it's the UK, you know, or whatever. And you did all of that and you won. But when you took your skinny ass down there in the goddamn crowd to call out Anthony Joshua,
who ain't finna fight no more.
Why the hell would you do that shit?
Why not go out with a bang? I mean, this is the fight that we all wanted to see. Wilder is past his prime now.
Excuse me.
Anthony Joshua, who I wouldn't say he's past his prime. He
He
lost some power in his puncher a little bit. He does look a little bit slower in his punch, but again, he was just in a
car accident. Yeah.
And I think he said he might be retiring. We don't know. So is this the final hoorah to see, can I get this final one off? This is a fight.
I mean, if you're gonna go in and blaze of glory, go ahead.
I'm with you. I don't want to see this fight because again, I just showed y'all his legs. I don't want to see that again.
Them legs is terrible.
I don't want to see that again. So let this be it. Joshua, do not accept this fight. Don't be like Floyd and Pacquiao talking about some. This is an exhibition. Don't be like none of that crap. Just let it be.
That's for another show. That Pacquiao and Mayweather thing. That right there.
What the fuck news? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be on What the Fuck News.
I know.
All right. Anything else, J2DaR? Birthday guy.
No, that's it. So again, everybody.
All right. Well, happy birthday, J2DaR.
I appreciate it. And again, when y'all see me in the streets, don't be running down on me asking me where Miss NikkiC at, because again, I ain't telling y'all. I'm not gonna tell y'all. I know it's your favorite host and all, but I just ain't telling y'all. You can catch her outside sometime. That's why she over there. She like being anonymous.
But I talk plenty shit.
Definitely. Right. So this is your boy signing out for AwwDacity Sports. J2DaR signing out for AwwDacity Sports, and we here with Miss NikkiC.
All right, y'all.
And we'll catch you guys at the next episode.
Peace.